Sceva, a Jewish chief priest, tried to rebuke some demon preacher's kids. Are you listening to me here? Rebuke some demon preacher kids. The devil, they were on their job, and the devil was on his job. Yes. And said to them, Jesus I know.
Yes. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah. And I know about Paul. But who are you? Then the evil spirit jumped on them and overpowered them. And all 7 of them beat them and ran them out of their house butt naked. Neck bucket. And stark naked and bleeding. Are y'all listening to me here? So here we have an interim Jewish elder called on the name of the Lord. But because their spirit weapons were not loaded, I got to pause right here. Because of their spiritual weapons was not loaded, they ended up being embarrassed. The late Reverend Dr. Samuel DeWitt said it in one of his books I read. He said, the 7 sons of Sceva was misfit ministers. Now, let me just pause right here for a minute. Now, with all of this teaching, with all of the preaching that you are getting, listen, you should not be powerless.
Amen.
Amen. With all of the praying that you do, and if you have developed a prayer life, and if you have not developed a prayer life, you need to develop a prayer life.
Amen.
Are y'all listening to me here? Yeah. Because there's nowhere in the world that children of God should be misfits.
Amen.
In the kingdom of God.
That's right.
You should have power.
Yes.
And I've been telling you this, but time is going to come when the enemy, and I ain't got there yet, but I'm going to share it with you where I'm coming from, when the enemy going to try you. Yes. And it's going to be time for you to put up or shut up.
Yes, amen.
Are you listening to me here? So here, my brothers and sisters, watch this. He said, the 7 sons of Sceva were misfits, ministers, not worthy of their vocation, and not fit for the kingdom. The evil spirit seeing, watch this, whom authority these sons of a priest were casting them out, said, who are you?
Yes.
That's a great question for us this moment.
Yes, sir.
Who are you?
Yes.
Now, I got to get to this because here's what they're saying. He said, who are you? That's a great question that comes to all of us when we are standing up to stop out sin. Are you listening to me here?
Amen.
In other words, we know who you are, and in other words, we know the real thing, is what they say. And when we see it, who are you? What do you have going on in your game?
Yes.
Is your game real?
Amen.
Is it strong? Are you fake? Or are you counterfeit? Whose side are you on? Whom do you represent?
Yes.
At that moment of truth, believers must